at the Seafood Gun Show, and we had a nice crowd yesterday, and we should have a good show today, you know. And in 2 months, we're going to have, in December, we're going to have the big Seafood Gun Show. It's going to have 120 tables, you know, on Jackson Avenue. It's going to be a good show.
Chuck, I love knives, and this guy is the knife man.
Hi there, I'm the knife man. I'm here at the show, showing you how we sharpen our knives.
That's a piece of slice.
That's a slice of heaven. So you take a knife, and people love this.
This is like an infomercial.
It is. This is what I do all day. So I have people come by, and they say, "Oh, well, it's not as sharp as it should be." So then I take the strop, and I show them our method of how we sharpen the knives. And nobody does this. The difference is that we move the strop, not the knife. Most guys move the knife, not the strop.
My barber does that.
He does? Yeah, well, he does it, but, you know, how old is your barber?
He's 90.
Damn.
What's on that surface?
I don't have much to cut.
What's on the surface? The surface is my compound, and it's on a piece of leather with the fuzzies tied up. And what it does is it holds particulates. The particulates are held better with my compound. And then later, when you take the same knife that's already sharp, you have to sharpen the knife first. And then you saw that it was struggling a little bit, but now, you know, it's
So it's your own sandpaper, though.
well, not sandpaper, but the compound. What it does is it just gives you that little extra sharpness that makes it all.
So the leather is what's sharpening the knife.
Not the leather per se. It's the compound has these very, very small particulates and iron oxide, and it's like a polishing, and I can't really say sharpening. It's kind of like the last bit because it's not taking off that much. It's only like really kind of refining everything. And again, when you use the knife, it just feels better. And when you cook, like the Japanese sushi chefs, they make their knives super sharp.
Right.
And the reason they want to do that is because as you're cutting through, you're not forcing the fibers. So if this was like a piece of meat and you're cutting through, you're bruising it. You can even see on the paper it's bruising. But if it's sharp, it's not going to bruise the meat. Same thing with the fish and everything else. So that's why you want to use. But as you can see, this is very sturdy and better than folders, because folders, this part is weak of a folder,
Right.
whereas a fixed blade knife is not.
You can do kitchen knives as well.
You can do everything. In fact, kitchen knives, like this kitchen knife, I'll give you an example. I buy these knives, and most people have dull knives, so once it goes dull, it's done. So this is now a thin-bladed kitchen knife. It's different than the other two.
Wow.
So because it's a thinner knife,
Is the steel different?
yeah, this steel sucks compared to, you know, it might not be as good. The other steel is better.
Either serrated anything.
Serrated sucks. Serrated is you can't sharpen serrated the same way. It's like a whole different way of doing things with serrated. But as far as like the regular blades that are not serrated, you use my sharpening method as well. And this sharpening method, just like the strop, you use these cardboard back sandpaper. You can make these yourself. This one's done over 1,000 knives. And you find your angle, and then you just do this. And you do this with different grits, and now you have a sharpening system that is safe, it's fast, very easy, you can get very good results. You do all the different sizes, and you do the strop at the end. And then you grab your paper.
You must go through newspapers.
Oh my goodness, forget it. I'll make like piles and piles of newspapers. So thickness of the blade also contributes to the sharpness, because if it's a thick blade at the edge, then what happens is that it'll get more resistance. Like this knife is thicker than that knife, but it's still, you know, it'll catch a little bit more than the other one. Still very sharp, but it's not the same as the kitchen knife we just sliced a second ago.
Wow.
So one of the things that you'll have too is once you can sharpen your knives, you'll really enjoy them a lot.
Thank you very much for the
How can
education.
our audience contact you?
Oh, you can find me at my YouTube I have YouTube. I do all kinds of videos on YouTube. And now I have a online site too. But my YouTube is Elegant Utility 368.
I found Excalibur. I pulled it out of the stone. And now I'm going with Excalibur.
We're here at the SEAFORD gun show in Seaford, New York. You know, we used to do a lot in the ARs prior to the semi-automatic rifle permit, but you know, the requirement for that. But we still do a lot in ARs, uppers, lowers. We don't sell anywhere near as many, you know, complete guns as we used to. Do a lot of tactical shotguns now, but I mean, they really killed us with the change of the law, where you need a semi-automatic rifle permit to buy like any semi-automatic rifle, whether it be a 10-22 or doesn't matter caliber or anything. But I mean, we're still getting by.
And also some of the shotguns that are illegal now that are too small, which used to be called the others.
Yep, the others. Can't sell others.
The Others? There's a movie called The Others.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can't sell others at all in New York.
Well, the Grateful Dead had the others.
Right, yeah, there's two, right.
So, but yeah, I can no longer sell those to anybody, but except for law enforcement.
Right. Do you see? What about the any changes in the laws you see coming up? How do you feel with the customers coming in? Are they buying more shotguns? Are they buying more handguns?
Well, the trend has changed kind of to self-defense shotguns because you don't need a permit for those yet.
Right.
But I mean, I'll be honest with you, like the economy, especially in New York, is doing terrible.
Right.
So I mean, it's really hurting this business because, you know, firearms, guns, sporting goods, they're an extra. They're not, you know, something you need. Your electric bill has doubled in the last year and stuff like that. I mean, that's hurting everybody. The taxes in New York are hurting everybody. The cost of everything in New York is hurting everybody. So I mean, a business like ours, which is like an extra, you don't need it to live. You know, not like food or
Right.
you know, food or, you know, staples or anything like that.
But you always need at least one gun for protection.
You need more than one.
Well, let's start off with one.
Minimum, you need one.
Right.
But yeah.
Self-protection with all the stuff that's going on.
How do you feel about these new pellet guns? Everybody's selling pellet guns.
Pellet guns? Well,
They're legal, right?
Yeah. So the pellet guns, I mean, some of these pellet guns you can take down a deer with, you know, 50 cal and 9 mils. I mean, they're pretty impressive. The technology is pretty impressive. I imagine eventually they'll probably start to try to regulate them.
Yep.
Thank you.
These are all chefs?
These are from Pakistan. Oh, is that beautiful? Look at that. Holy cow. Look at that. Wow. Turn that to the side. Wow. That is beautiful.
Chuck, and what's your name, Matt?
Lassos.
Okay, and can you tell us what you do?
I'm the secretary of the Caribou Rifle and Pistol Club. I've been doing shooting sports probably since I'm like 25, but I didn't do it for like 20 years and I got back into it.
So that you were only 5 then?
No, but anyway, what we do is we do like competitive shooting, we do league matches with handguns, and we do like rimfire matches, 100 yards, 50 yards.
Wow.
We do hard car matches with 100 yards. We do training, educational, you know, firearm safety, all of that. We meet the second Sunday of the month. We have a meeting, and every year we have a barbecue. We also do trap shooting.
Oh, wow.
We do that once a month. It's a lot of fun, and we're very safe.
We might have to shoot some women because they can't keep their traps.
Do you guys have big hats that you wear?
No.
Caribou hats?
The caribou hats?
No. That would be cool, though.
Is there any change in the gun laws at all about rifles, handguns, others?
Yeah, I just got my full carry, and I had to like take an 18-hour class to get it.
Okay, and how much did that cost you?
$200.
And that cost you $200 through a company?
Yeah, company that does the training. Yep.
Okay, and this gives you a full carry through all New York State?
New York State. Yep.
Okay, is there any other places?
Except New York City.
Right.
Except New York City.
The 5 boroughs, yeah.
And specifically airports and baseball fields, football
You can't go
fields?
to certain places because, like, I can't go into a restaurant that would serve alcohol. Like going to McDonald's.
Or a golf addict.
could go to McDonald's, or I could go into.
Yeah, but if you go into McDonald's, you might want to shoot the person over the counter because they always get the order wrong.
No, I never had fun with the water. No.
You get the double cheese,
He doesn't buy in Plainview. That's
egg
what.
McMuffin.
He doesn't buy burgers in Plainview.
And how much does it cost to join your club?
It's $120, and then it's a $50 initiation fee, I think.
And you have your
And
own
you're
range,
required to buy
right?
3 lotto tickets.
3 lotto
It's a
tickets.
$75 initiation.
Initiation, okay.
Wow.
It's $120 a year, and you also have to buy a minimum of 3 tickets for the raffle.
Okay.
You do 2 to 3 raffles a year, and they're $10 a ticket.
Can you live in Nassau County?
Absolutely. You could live anywhere within the state and be a member of our club. Our club is focused on competitive shooting, teaching shooting, and education.
That's great.
That's the main focus.
Where are you
We've been around
located?
for
Where are you
50
located?
years. We are, our P.O. box, so our mailing address is
It's
over
not
in
getting
North
in there to
Babylon.
shoot P.O.
It's
box.
kind of, sometimes we can't even fit the equipment in. But we try to make it happen. But we meet over at the Ambets Post 18, which is over in East Islip on Carlton Avenue. And it is the second Sunday of every month, 10 a.m. Even if you're not a member and you'd like to come down, check us out.
Okay.
The door's always open. Rich takes care of the.
I make the coffee.
He makes the coffee and the
And if
food.
you don't like that,
And if you don't like the coffee, he'll make you a cup of tea. If you don't like the tea, he'll
Ain't
make
my
you a
cup
cup
of
of hot
tea.
chocolate. But we're a good, friendly club. We have available to us a private indoor range, which we also utilize. So this way, when we do some training, we could have the training be a little bit more intimate. So this way, you don't feel as much apprehensiveness or as much pressure when you're going and having training through our NLA.
So it's a lot of fun and a lot of education for people, first-time shooters, to get their rifle, handgun, whatever, so you can educate them
Correct.
on the weapons, so they don't come out and just
You don't want to call
buy a
weapons
weapon.
firearms.
You can learn. First, you have to be an NRA member in order to be able to join the club. That's one of the prerequisites. After that, we're going to do a firearms training with you, so that this way we'll expose you to different firearms, and you'll know the safety rules behind it.
And you
After
can
that-
join the NRA at our club.
After that, what we'll do is we'll turn around and you'll be able to learn with any equipment that you have. We'd be able to have people show you how to properly store it, how to properly service the equipment and take care of it in such a manner so that this way you fit all the legal aspects that are necessary.
So you can't join if you're part of the UJA?
If you're part of the...
UJA? That's a joke.
I don't understand.
UJA.
So thank you very much for the
We
education.
also,
What is this going to be shown on?
every year, as Matt was saying,
And on.
Our channel, yeah.
well, I hope you edit this. So
Very edited. It'll be very
Oh
edited.
no, you are.
I've had bad press in the past.
No, this is great. We'll make you look good.
But what we also have is every year we go and we have our company, I'll say our company pick. I'm the treasurer of the company, and every year we'll go and we'll have our pick with basically shotgun shooting. And you'd be able to come down with family, you'd be able to come down with friends, you'd be able to have an experience with us as well. And we do that over at the Brookhaven.
Very good.
We have members that are finishing up over at a sniper class over in Pennsylvania.
Nice.
So we do that trip once a year to be able to get sniper certification or recertification. And we hit basically anywhere between 1,000 to almost 1,500 yards over at the sniper shoot. And we have people coming back from that a little bit later this morning.
I did it last year. I made it to 600 yards.
How many members do you currently have?
We have over 100 members.
Nice.
We are combined of men and women. And we do have a women's shooting team as well. And we do shoot against other clubs over here on the island. We're looking to expand to be able to shoot against other clubs in other areas.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a copy of the German World War II MG42, which was probably the most feared gun on the battlefield in World War II and beyond. The U.S. Army made training films just to defeat this gun. And designed and adopted in 1942, it's still in production and still in use today.
Did we make anything like that?
We had World War I style weapons, the Brownings, rock solid, reliable, and very labor intensive to build.
The same with the tripod in the front?
Yeah, the tripods were a whole different way of going about it.
Yeah.
What caliber is this?
It's the German 8mm, which is 7.92 by whatever the length of the cartridge was. So contemporary to our 3006. Our 3006 cartridge was based on the German cartridge.
How many rounds does this carry?
250 round belt.
Wow.
And then after every belt, the German soldier was taught to change the barrel.
Who's the manufacturer?
There were many, but the
Who?
barrel change can be accomplished in just a few
Wow.
seconds on this.
That's because it got too hot.
Look at that. That's a great.
The barrel got too hot and it would swell.
Then you throw another one in.
American guns were based on a water-cooled design, so there was no fast barrel change feature built into them. So you'd have to take the back of the gun apart, slide all the guts out, put it all back together.
Too time consuming.
Yeah, but it was never meant to be a fast change barrel. They started with a clean slate and they designed that into it. The
Wow.
American M60 is based fairly closely on this design gun.
Are you selling that?
I am. It's a replica. It does not fire.
Right. How much would you be selling that for?
There's a whole package involved. It's about $4,000. It
Wow.
includes the tripod and a lot of accessories, ammo cans, optics. Like,
Beautiful.
Got a breakdown of it here. But it's a very impressive display. It had been in the museum for a long time.
Wow. So, in the movies, when they show an American behind one of these things, it's a lie
Yeah.
because we never had those things.
And what the GIs learned was the sound of everything. So the sound of your enemy's gun is to be fired on. And if your friend is carrying the enemy's gun, he's going to get fired on.
Right.
So there really wasn't a lot of mixture of weapons that way. There was some, but not wide scale.
So that's why we didn't develop it, I guess.
Yeah, we copied it into the M60 in the 1960s.
Yeah.
That's a great gun.
Like in Vietnam, no, even after Vietnam.
The test of time, it's still being manufactured today.
Well, that was small, but a really, really good show.
It was good. We had a couple of educational things going on. We learned how to sharpen knives. We learned about knives. We learned about guns. We
I like
learned
that
about
knife guy.
And we learned about some of the new gun laws.
Yeah, it's absolutely marvelous. And next week we're going to be doing another one. So we'll see you there. Bye.